Greetings. Welcome to Monday episode of ForgeCraft 2. My schedule is a little bit out of sync. Last week I ended up having some connection issues that I had to troubleshoot, spent a lot of the last week, and I just kind of took a little bit of a break after Vaygrim's Chance Season 2 ended. But thank you very much for joining me for an episode of ForgeCraft 2 Season 2. I really do think the server has been mostly deserted for the better part of a week now. Rorax steps on. The only regulars that step on really are, I think, Benematic, Rorax, Direwolf 20, Soren, and myself. I think Lex Manos still plays, but I'm not sure. Let's float gently down to the ground. I want to update you on things. I have a little bit of a cold. Every once in a while you're going to hear me, and I do apologize for that. I cannot avoid it. I'm going to warn you now. Okay. Before we deal with that stuff, here's this stuff, right? So, okay, first storage drawers thing. These have all been upgraded. If you look in the upper right corner of each one, right here, there's a swirly mark. That swirly mark means void upgraded. These will keep filling and I never have to worry about backstock, overstock, whatever. This system is set up to keep going. It requires minimal, power, specifically because only the grinder is requiring power. The spawners are free. And the grinder doesn't require that much power. So, I'm getting common treasures. I'm getting glowstone. And then I'm periodically getting a stack. And I'll turn it into 16 blocks and put the 16 blocks right here. I've got, as you can see right here, 246 sticks. I could use this for fuel down here if I wanted to. I really should consider bringing a furnace down here and a crafting table. It might be a good idea. And generally, whatever. I could put a crafting table right here, put the furnace right here. I think that could work really well. I could use the sticks as free fuel if I wanted to in the furnace. That could work out really nicely now that I think about it. But I'm getting sugars, spider eyes. I can actually use these for, what is it? Yeah. Now I just need a steady source of mushrooms, and I think I can do that through ForgeCraft, and I could make fermented spider eyes for potions, and whatever else I wanted to. Intentionally make a poisonous potato. I don't know why you would do that. Spider eye soup. Blah. Anyway. So, we're getting glass bottles, glowstone, redstone. We're also getting these uncommon treasure things. These are common and uncommon treasures. These are from drawing a blank. Thaumcraft. Right click and we get a ring and some gold coins. Right click the nicer one, the uncommon. I get a potion of weakness, potion of swiftness, and 2 gold ingots. Boom. And some free knowledge points on Thaumcraft. So those are definitely very beneficial. I'm liking having those. There we go. Put those there so the treasures will show up over here. Whoopsies. The room is working like a champ. I put in some dark glass and lowered it a little bit so it's a little inset so you can see into the room a little better. Because when there was cobblestone at this level down here, then basically the whole thing was like this. You couldn't really see down very well. Well, now you can see farther down into the room. You can see what's going on. You can see the state of it. These 2 things are working like a charm. I don't think there's any reason to put any more because I think that vanilla spawners have a maximum number of creatures they will spawn within a confined space from a player. So right now I think we're getting a little bit of an extra speed boost, but that's about it. I don't think putting 3 spawners in there is really going to net me much. I might do it for giggles. But you see, I'm getting 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time. It only spawns 1 creature at a time, usually. I'm getting 2 witches at a time, which I think is really, really good. I don't know if that's because I have 2 spawners or what. I'm just going to assume it is and go with it. Down here, there's actually water piping. Liquid piping here. Let me change over to the other side here. I don't think it's leaning this way, okay? So basically, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, is that a That is just a normal ass block. This is a resonant portable tank. This thing's awesome. 512 buckets of fluid. That's more than some multi-block tanks that I know from other mods. So this thing is awesome. We've got a lot of fluid pouring into it, the experience. It's getting siphoned out along with some power this way. And that is diving into the wall right there. It circles up and around on these and comes under these machines. So what I have here is an auto enchanter and an auto disenchanter. So I can put an item in here. It will enchant it. It will use a certain amount of essence and a certain amount of power, basically. Actually, I don't even think it uses power. I'm not sure. No, energy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they do use energy. This one, I can get that item and then peel the enchants off one at a time. So what I want to do is I want to get something. Let's see. Let's go over here. I already got this one open. I want to get something with a high durability. Do I actually have any steel? I do. I have dark steel. Bah! Oh, crap. Yeah, I'll let it go back into the system. Okay, can I see durability 560? Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, that's not going to be up to snuff. Let's see. Diamonds. $528, actually. Yeah. So let's use this. And we can actually repair this quite regularly. Quite readily. What we come down here and do... Oh, by the way, filing cabinet for enchanted books. Come down here. We're going to put this in here. And this is going to start using fluid immediately. You see the work process is going up. And I have set this to 30 levels. I'm going to let this work for a little bit. But basically what's going to happen is we are going to see this get moved down to here with some random enchantments. The only thing that lets me determine what enchantments are on it is the level. Otherwise, it is random what I'm going to end up getting. It could be good, it could be horrible. But I get it. Put it over here in this one with some blank books, which I need to make more of. Which reminds me. But you put it in here. It will peel off the enchanted book right here, and it will spit the item out, either here or here, I can't remember which. And you can have it to repeat, which means if I wanted to, I can put an item conduit and pipe the items straight into that over here. The only thing that we want to make sure is that we don't automate putting it back in here because we want to make sure we can get a chance to repair this before it goes back into this. We might only be able to do a couple of trips through this whole system. So let's see. Oh, books are in there. Of course. Gonna do some furious right clicking. Ooh, okay. And I'm actually gonna get another stack. We've got a whole bunch of barrel space that's not getting filled up. I thought the witches would be putting out a little bit more in terms of weird drops. Like, I thought we would be getting witches' hands, but maybe those only drop when witches are killed by a player. That's my theory, at least. I'm gonna get these, put them right there. We've got... Let's... top... No. Yeah, let's top you off. Now we can put the rest of those back. We've got 93 books sitting in there. You see, we're getting some common and uncommon treasure. One common, one uncommon. Interesting. So, yeah, what I'm going to do... Let's see, we'll go up here. This is how I define which side I want to go up, is this chest right here. This is my freebies chest where I just kind of put stuff in here that I don't want. Maybe somebody else would. Nobody's cleaned it out in a while, but early on, somebody was coming around regularly and emptying this thing out, and I don't know who. When I spin around under here, I can tell by these two, but if I'm just looking like this, Sometimes I get turned around and forget what corner has the bees, what corner has botania. But I always remember this is next to the side that I want to go up, because that puts me right in front of this thing right here. We are going to put those away. Don't need those. I want on. Whoa. No, I want these. Don't need those anymore. I hear our fluids system going a little bonkers. So now we have protection and last stand 2. Now what I actually want to do, let's just look at this here real quick. I specifically put this here because there were no power and liquid pipes under it, so it wouldn't use up a space, because I might put something else right here. But it's funny, now I'm having to go ahead and use this. This is going to be insert. I want this to be the priority target. Your skin becomes overwhelmingly bright and burns your skin, the light does. So this is basically the side effects of some of the warp that I've been stuck with. Because I picked up and read someone's, wow, that is a little annoying. It only does it with the wrench when I shift left click. Let's see. I want disabled on that one. Let's do I don't know what I can pull out. Let's see. 403 I think is just all enchanted books. I think I'm going to need a filter. This is the part where I have to be careful, though. I do apologize for the hideous graphics. I can do nothing. There we go. There's my marker chest. Nothing about it, but if I go outside, I start taking damage. Or something. Let's see. I want a filter. I do have a basic item filter. Awesome. This is one of the reasons why I don't like warp. Some of the... There we go. We can put this here, whitelisted. We're going to ignore metadata, so it's just going to look for an enchanted book. In theory, that will actually work. We're going to do always active. And it is going to be looking for here. So I think... I can't put those in there, but what happens if I get this and put it in there? So it is now processing this one. We're going through just power for this, not experience. Experience is only used over here, which is actually a good thing. But what this means is we can pull off protection 4 and last stand. Now, I can't remember if it works from the bottom up or the top down. We're going to have to see which one it pulls off first. It might even be random. It's been a while since I've actually used one of these setups. But what this will let me do is get a catalog of cool things. Now, I thought that this would get pulled out. Let's get this stuff straightened out post haste. Let's do that. Okay, so enchanted book. Okay, so I just took off the filter. And I think because the only thing this can hold is stuff that doesn't stack. No, it'll only hold enchanted books because that's what's already in it. That's right. A little fuzzy on those. I got 37 seconds left on this torturous appearance. I am sorry about that. So I can take that out. We can put that there, that there. Every time I go into the screen, to change and configure, my stuff gets screwed up. Like that. Going in it and out of it hoses everything up. Let's put all the stuff down, hopefully for the last time. We can put that away. Actually, we don't need that for right now. So now we have dark protection. I mean protection on dark plate. But as you notice, it's gone from 560 down to 473. It takes a certain amount of damage. Now what we might be able to do is empower this, and that will mitigate some of the damage it takes as long as it keeps a charge. And that might be something we want to do. So let's go upstairs real quick. Oh, thank goodness. The horrible, horrible effect is gone. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Do I have an anvil down here somewhere? I think I put it up on the 4th floor. Let's go up to the 4th floor real quick. There you are. Need to borrow you. The Adenic bee experiment didn't work out. I'm still working on that one. Let's put you right there. I'm going to get some dark steel. I think if I put that right there. Whoopsie. And I got bumped off the server. This happens quite frequently, unfortunately. Just one of those things. Okay. So I'm actually going to pull all the experience out. I'm going to put this stuff in here. I'm going to repair it again. And of course, that killed my anvil. Great. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull an anvil out. Put that bad boy down. Now, do I have any capacitors? No. Capacitor. Let's see. Empowered. A vibrant crystal. Actually, I need... Whoops. Vibrant. Yeah, one of you. Get you and put that there. It is going to take 10 levels, but 50% damage is absorbed by power. I'm hoping that this will actually work with the MFR disenchanting process, but I don't know. So what I want to do, actually, I'm going to have to get this all the way back up to full. Dark, let's do, go over here. I'm going to put you back. In theory, you're at 560. Okay. This is experimentation, folks. Experimentation. Now, it is fully charged up, thanks to my wireless charging system. We're going to go down here. We're going to put it right there. And I am going to wait for this to disenchant. I will be right back because I have to blow my nose. Okay, we're back. Unfortunately, Last Stand 2 got taken off, and that's a lower level enchant, right? It went from 560 to 473. Well, this is still powered up to 100 RF, so this does not alter, it being charged does not alter the damage it takes from the system. And that is understandable. I wasn't sure if that was going to work or not. It doesn't work because Mind Factory Reloaded is directly altering this thing. It is not just dealing damage to it. It's directly writing to its durability stats, I think. But anyway, we have now got a dark plate. If we go back over to the enchanter, I put it through in here. It is going to start gobbling up. We also have protection, Last Stand, and a Bane of Arthropods book I got from one of these things. So, this is my little enchanting process now. What I'll probably end up doing is stepping down, since I know this isn't going to work. I'll step down to some iron armor that, actually, I don't know. This stuff is pretty cheap to repair in the grand scheme of things. I think it's only like 1 experience or 2 experience when it's completely unenchanted. It's pretty cheap to actually repair it. So I might stick with Dark Plate for the time being. It would be nice, however, if I found something with a much higher durability. But this is a little mojo that I've been cooking up. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to get this setup going with the witches, because this affords us a large back reservoir of fluid. So now you can see that number in the top middle going down. It's using it at a pretty good clip, but I can build up a little bit of AFKing, and I can build up, well, actually, no, I still have to be here for the spawners to be active. That's the only downside, is because I'm using vanilla spawners, I have to be here. But that's okay. So, with this, we can actually build up a bit of a reservoir and then go through some actual enchanting, disenchanting binges. This is probably going to be ready here in a little bit. I'm curious to see, but it does use a pretty significant amount of fluid. It is no small amount of task to actually get this process going. And I suspect that the next round of enchanting is going to have this Dark Plate very near death. So we'll see exactly how well that's going to work. I don't know how often I'm going to have to repair it. I could go to... Let me think. If I did... there's no armor from Tinker's Construct. Well, there is, but I don't know what happens when that armor gets damaged. I don't even know if it'll work in this system anyway. That system with Tinker's Construct. There we go. Oh, wow. Unstable 2, projectile protection, unbreaking 3, and last stand again. So now I'm going to put it just once. If I hit repeat, this will keep cycling through as long as this book slot is clear. It'll just keep looping through. So the reason I put the item conduit is now I could actually turn this on repeat. Now I'm not going to, because I need to see how badly this is actually going to get damaged with one pass through. There's a distinct possibility that after a round like this, I might actually have to go through and redo the repairs every single time. See, this thing is now at half. And that book has gotten pulled out. We have Unstable 2, Unbreaking 3, and Last Stand. That's going to be nice. So, protection, projectile protection, Last Stand, Bane of Arthropod. It's going to be really cool. I cannot wait to actually run this system some more. But this is kind of what I wanted. It might be nice to get... Let me think. I don't think I can make any armor out of sticks. I could probably do weapons with a cobblestone generator and the sticks from this. I could pipe stone swords over, get them enchanted, cycle them through this until they break, then make another one. Maybe I could do that. That's something to think about. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that one. So yeah, this thing is almost dead. I'm going to have to take it upstairs and get it repaired. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry I'm a little stopped up and a little snotty, but I am working with what I've got. I will talk to you folks later. This is probably going to be another episode on Wednesday. It's going to be a live stream episode. But I don't know if it's going to be from ForgeCraft 2 or if it's going to be from the new test server for a new mod pack I'm working on. I will let you know. Keep your eyes on Twitter, twitter.com/Vaygrim. That's me. Until then, I will see you later. Make sure you have a good Monday. Bye-bye.